so on the other end of that spectrum is like, because I was working with someone yesterday, I gave someone a lesson, and at the end, they were complaining about a lot of tension, almost spasms in their back and their buttock, right? And so got everything softened up, and she was on her front, and I said, okay, now, and I knew that I wanted to find a way to get her onto her side, to bring her up to sitting very slowly, because she's very athletic, very active, and I knew that whatever was going on here had something to do with her overall pattern of engaging in life. So I trying to get her to roll, like lengthen one arm and roll across it, and she really wanted just to jump up. It's like, I had to keep. Oh, she goes, oh, there it is again. It's like, okay, stop, and go back, find that soft place again, and now let's approach getting up in a new way. And it's that how to re-engage, like when you're giving someone hands-on work, at the end, how do you get them to be vertical and social again without bringing all that they used to do into play, which for sure is going to be connected with their complaint. Whatever they come in complaining about has to be connected with who they are and how they be in the world. So when they think, just her idea of getting up, it started. Just the idea. She went, started to grip. So it's very tricky. And so at that point, what this work is about is the education of really getting through people's mind that noticing how they're doing what they're doing is what's going to make it possible to do it differently. And that this lesson, I think, really highlights, because it's so small, you're paying attention. It's all about how you're doing this little thing, because it's so little. It's not about, can I, kick my foot over my head or something, but there's so little movement going on that it's all about the movement internally of your awareness and attention towards sensation of engagement. That's where the work has to happen. And educating your people who come to you that that's what you're doing with them, is bringing them back to that. If you can get that through, and bypass this exercise program that they're used to, if they come to do movement, oftentimes what comes to mind is it's an exercise of some sort, and that means all that they know about exercise comes with them. And so that's the re-education. How do you bring these new ideas to an arena that they think is the same as what they've been doing in the past? And it's not. It's a new arena. But they don't know it yet. So that's your job. That's really your job. It's not learning the sequence of the ATM movements, although that's handy to have something to hang this idea onto. You need that structure of some sort to use as the playground or the arena within which you're feeding them this new way of being with themselves. So, it just made it very clear to me yesterday. It's so fresh in my mind, and it took quite a while to come off the table. And when she felt what it was like to come off the table easily, she was amazed. It's like it was a new world to be able to come up without, whatever that was. And so then coming to sit the whole way, it's like you're a midwife or you're a trail guide or something. You're leading someone through a territory they don't know. Okay, that's your job. And so I had to stop all along the way. Like, soon as she came to sitting, she wanted to stand up. It's like, well, where'd you get that idea? I didn't, it's like, because it's the end of the lesson, right? So, okay, now I should pay you and blah, 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 or whatever. So it's back to life as usual. It's like, no. It's like, and no, you're not going to help me move the table. No, it's not. It's like all the things of engagement that are normal. So I ended up with this thing that you all know, about this. How do you come from sitting to standing. And, her thing is this. That's hard work, So, okay, now, can you do it this way? And then, I can do it that way. It's like, wait a minute. So, again, the getting comfortable with being a guide like that is something, it's like you're past all that, right? You're way beyond that now because you've been in this for long enough to enjoy that aspect of the work and know that that's, of great benefit and you're happy to do it and you still have to be reminded sometimes because you get excited about something and maybe you race ahead, but you're way far ahead of a lot of the people that are going to start coming to you. And at this point, it's going to be more about the ATM people, the people coming to your classes, or if you just have 2 people or 1 person on the floor. It doesn't matter. However many people you want to start with, maybe you won't do it at all. But if you're going to start teaching, you're going to have to be that kind of a guide. And that's more important than the structure of the lesson. But learning the structure of the lesson is important as well. It's just, again, it's just our vehicle in order to teach the other. Yeah. So staying clear about that, I think, is good. So you don't get all hung up in the structure and forget what you're actually doing.
And that really